They can call it 12 to win tickets to see Dead Moss. Now, these guys make Guns N' Roses look like Barry Manilow.
Just listen for 3 songs in a row by Robert Palmer, Midnight Oil, and Paul Abdul, and call in.
All brought to you by the revolutionary Murdoch hair system. It's not just a wig, it's a system.
Oh, remember, when you're wearing the revolutionary Murdoch hair system, if your friends can tell...
You need some new friends.
Hey, Murray, have you seen the flying carpet Harvey's wearing on his head these days?
Did you call the lawyer yet?
You're the one who's filing for divorce? You call a lawyer.
It's always me, isn't it, Dinah?
Of course it is.
Yes, it is always me.
Oh.
What about your mother, my darling?
Mother?
Would you please take the fight somewhere else? Some of us have to work here.
Fine.
London, Madrid, Bangkok, Moscow, Cincinnati, from the 4 corners of the world, from the news capitals of home and abroad. Today's headlines.
Oh, looks like they're busy.
They're always busy these days.
Well, Mr. Studman here just lined up the promotion for the station. Cincinnati Read Magazine is doing a feature on Cincinnati's favorite loving couple, and they want to run Jack and Dana on the cover.
Cinematic commentary from one of journalism's most commentated.
Perfect.
Baby, if you've ever wondered whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got kind of tired of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati.
Divorce. You're getting a divorce. Why now?
Because this month has an R in it.
Here's your mail. Oh, thanks, Ronnie. Les? Les? Your ex-wife's online, too.
Thank you. See? Leather's divorce works much better than his marriage ever did. Are you trying to deny us the same shot at a happy life?
I am just trying to get some publicity for the station.
Hey, is it true? Are you two really getting a divorce?
Yes.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Excuse me, but am I the only one around here who has a problem with this?
Yo, you two still gonna work together?
Of course. Our hatred is personal, not professional.
Good. Just get another promotion, man.
I had a whole campaign plan. If they're going to cooperate with each other on the air, they should cooperate with me on my promotion.
Look, Art, this is a personal thing, okay?
So let me get this straight. You're saying their personal life is more important than my promotion?
Oh, you catching on.
No, wait till my grandmother hears about this. Well, I'm not saying exactly that I'd go to her with this, but like she said anyone who helped me out would certainly be remembered when the time came.
When the time came for what?
Hey, promotion leads to bigger sales. Sales lead to pay raises and bonuses. Oh, and Christmas is not that far away.
We'll do it.
Great. Let's get the show on the road.
Did that new pipe clamp hold? Oh, well, to me, just keep your foot on the leak. I'll be over there in about 15 minutes. No, it's no trouble at all.
Going over there again, huh?
Well, she needs me.
Why, Les? No plumbers in Cincinnati?
It's not just to fix her cold water line, Herb. She also wants me to put coffee grounds on her azaleas.
Why? Why, Les?
I don't know. I guess it's good for the flowers.
I mean, why is it that every time she yells, you jump?
She's my ex-wife, Herb.
X, Les. X, it's over.
Herb, Demi may not have wanted me as a husband, but I know she needs me as a friend. I'm sorry that you, of all people, can't understand that.
Demi may not want me as a husband, but she wants me as a friend. What a sap.
So, Tom, this interview with Jack and Dana will be great.
Look, let me just get right to the point here, okay? I thought about it, and I talked it over with my editor, and we're going to have to forget about including Burns and Allen.
Why?
Because WKRP is just not that well known, and, you know, frankly, we got to feature couples like the city manager and his wife, Lou Piniella and his wife, Boomer and his wife, so, I don't know. Our card's kind of filled up. Sorry.
I'm having a heart attack.
Yeah, I know. I know how excited you were about all this, too.
Excited. Yeah. Tom, I've staked my whole reputation on this thing. Come on, Tom, you got to reconsider. Burns and Allen, they're an interesting couple. You'll realize that once you get to spend some time with them.
No, I'm not sure, Art.
Tom, is there anything I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. Is there?
Omaha steaks, flash frozen, half a dozen delivered to your door.
That's a mention, Art, a paragraph at most.
Car detailed once a month for 6 months.
We're up to feature, no picture.
Did I say 6 months? I meant a year.
Small black and white photo.
How about some shoes? I got to trade out at Boot Hill.
Pictures in color, we'll do the interview at a nice restaurant.
Great. I know this inexpensive little place just...
Nope. Say, Andre.
Even better.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow about noon?
Yep.
Okay. I love you, Beth.
Here we are. Right there. Remember, you're crazy about each other.
Don't worry about a thing.
We've been faking this relationship for years.
My future is in your hands.
That's a tempting proposition. Don't touch me.
Easy. Here he comes. Tom.
Art.
Good to see you, buddy.
See you, too. How are you?
This is Dana Byrne.
How do you do?
Heard a lot about you.
Ah, none of it's true.
And this is Jack Allen.
Jack, how's it going? Nice to see you.
All right. My, you're a large rider. Does that make it difficult for you?
So, Tom, what would you like to know first about our loving couple here?
Well, how'd you two get started in the radio business?
Well, we met in Bismarck, actually, didn't we, darling? Yeah, I was doing afternoons and she was doing evenings, and then one day she came in early and it was love at first sight, wasn't it? Oh. Well, so she told me.
As a matter of fact, his ratings were slipping, and I agreed to help out.
So I'm curious, what's the guy from England doing in a place like Bismarck, North Dakota?
Kismet, fate, and an idiot for a travel agent.
Well, there was also that problem with Scotland Yard, but we better not get into that.
All right, wait a minute. Let me just reiterate the thrust of this article, all right? It's about loving couples. Okay.
Oh, well, we're a very loving couple, but a roll, darling.
Oh, I'd love a roll. Tough love, they call it in the cheaper magazine.
Good afternoon. My name is Larry. Have we had enough time to look at the menu?
Yes, I'll have the shrimp scampi.
I'll have the whitefish, please.
Whitefish.
Sir,
What is the soup du jour?
that is the soup of the day.
I'll have 2 bowls of soup, if I may.
I'll have 2 bowls, too.
Then I'll have the shrimp cocktail.
Same for me.
And we'll be moving on with the Caesar salad.
I'll have the fried calamari. Oh, by the way, do you have that really sticky red sauce?
I believe so.
2 helpings.
All right, let's see. I'm going to have the steak sandwich. Make that 2. Large helping of mashed potatoes, the fresh trout, the veal chop, some fried shrimp, and some of the pasta.
I'll have the same.
Why don't I review the bidding? You both want soup, 3 appetizers,
Yes.
5 entrees, and a side dish. Any dessert?
I almost forgot. Why don't you bring us one of everything in this list?
Should I bring the wine list?
Well, why don't you see how things go, and then you be the judge of whether anybody at this table needs to be drinking.
So, where did you go after Bismarck?
Tucson.
No, it wasn't.
Well, it looked like Tucson.
First it was Fresno, then Tucson.
Well, that's Fresno. Darling, why don't you do what you do best and butter that roll while the men talk?
Fresno, Tucson, who cares? What's important is they're at WKRP right now today.
Do you mind if I have one, lover?
Not at all, Angel Breath, please. Wonderful. Oh. entertain her an awful lot. If it wasn't for her, well, good heavens, I'd probably be working in L.A. right now, making lots of money.
If it wasn't for me, well, you'd still be working at a home shopping network in Dodge City.
Darling, why don't you just admit it? You're jealous.
Jealous. Of what? Well, I did it.
You're doing? Stop it! Okay, come on. Waiter. Hold on here.
Art, this is great.
Wait, you're not planning to print any of this, are you?
You kidding? I'd have bribed you for this story.
Tom, come on. We had a deal, buddy.
Oh, yeah? That reminds me. I still haven't gotten my frozen steaks yet.
No, Tom, you can't break this.
Excuse me, this is a non-smoking table.
It wasn't my fault, Dad. It was Jack and Dana's fault. They're crazy. I was just trying to do my job.
No, I think you did fine. It's pretty hard to get free publicity, and as it is, we might end up with more space because they didn't behave themselves. Come on now. People might really like this Burns and Allen food fight.
You know, I thought of that. I just didn't say anything.
I don't care about all of that, Donovan. If it gets in the magazine, my mother's going to read it.
Uh-oh.
Why can't anybody write anything about WKRP unless it's something bad? I know Wally Durslag.
Hey, good for you. Who's that?
He's the publisher of the magazine. We're in a rotary together. We're on the board of the Businessmen's Association. I'll put a stop to this thing right away. Wallace Durstag, please. He's a reasonable sort of guy. Arthur Carlson, the WKRP. I'll wait. You know, I'm not without influence in this town. Hello, Wally. Yeah, Art Carlson here. Listen, one of your reporters is going to be writing a story about us, which we think is probably not true. And that would open your magazine up to some libel action from us, and we don't want that now, do we? Arthur Carlson. Yeah, WKRP. Yeah, well, we met at the Rotary, remember? I'm on the membership committee. Yeah, right, the ball-headed one. Yeah, well, if that's how you feel about it, then you can just talk it over with my lawyers. We're dead.
Oh, no.
Well, at least they didn't have a picture.
Oh, my grandmother's gonna kill me.
Only that reporter can see how well they get along on the air.
Oh, how am I gonna get him to do that, huh?
Mona, there's a Mr. Felder to see you. He's from the Greater Cincinnati Organization for Young Professionals.
Right, Ronnie. Can you send him back?
Sure.
Thanks.
Are you a member of that organization?
No, they heard me on the air the other night and asked me to speak at one of their seminars. Apparently, since 30-something was taken off the air, they feel the need to get together once a week and whine about their problems. This week, it's how to keep romance alive at work.
And you know how to do that?
What do you think? Jack and Dana were to speak instead of me, and you were to get to the reporter to cover it?
What good would that do?
Well, if they could behave themselves and talk about this great love that they do share, then everyone would see that what happened at the restaurant was, a lover's food fight.
Yeah, great. But how do I get Tom Stevens to come to the meeting?
You tell him that Jack and Dana are going to do something even wilder, and it'll make for a better story.
Mona, I like your style.
Mr. Felder, this is Mona Loveland.
Oh, my God.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Felder. Listen, I have this wonderful idea. What if Dana Burns and Jack Allen, our morning drive team jocks, if they spoke instead of me, would that be all right?
Will you be there?
Absolutely.
As long as you're there, I don't care who talks. There's been a change in the program for this evening. Instead of Mona Loveland speaking, we have with us Dana Burns and Jack Allen.
Whoa, what a cramp.
We can all look at Mona during the talk. So now to talk about keeping romance and love alive at work, Dana Burns and Jack Allen from WKRP.
Thank you very much.
Jack. That's right. I'm Jack Allen.
And I'm Dana Burns.
Morning maniacs of the mighty KRP. You know, we've gotten a request to tell the secret of how we've been able to keep our love alive at work.
And as soon as we find out, we'll let you know.
It's 7:37 in the nighttime.
Point of order.
Just a moment. We have a question from the audience. Yes.
Yes, I'd like to ask Mona if she's ever been married.
That's a good question, but we're talking about our marriage right now.
Or not. I'd rather talk about Mona now that you mention it.
Yes, another question.
Yes, what about that magazine article that says the two of you fight all the time when you're not on the radio?
Well, you can't believe everything you read. If you did, you'd believe horrible things about Madonna, Roseanne, Geraldo, all of whom are really nice people, I've been told.
They don't throw food at each other in public.
Well,
It's 68 degrees and cloudy.
Yeah, I got a question. Isn't it true that the food fight was just the tip of the iceberg?
what?
According to the Public Records Office, isn't it true that you two have filed for divorce?
I thought public records were supposed to be private.
Why don't we just face the facts, all right? The truth is that you two keep hate alive in the workplace. Isn't that right?
Well, you see...
You know what?
What?
I think it's time we told these people the truth.
You do?
Absolutely. Aren't you tired of living a lie, Dana? Clearly we're not fooling anybody.
Okay, I guess. You first.
I love you.
What?
I think what I remember most about the day we met was the perfume you were wearing. I think about it every day.
You do?
Mm-hmm. It's burned into my brain, Dana. It resonates like the memory of 1,000 faded desert blooms.
Oh, your voice. For me, it was your voice. Still is. Talk to me.
No.
Cincinnati's favorite loving couple, love in the workplace and can work for you. You getting this, Tom, huh? How about a picture? Got a good angle right here. Wow, I'd call that loving, wouldn't you?
Love. It's all so silly, isn't it?
Oh, I don't think so. Love makes the world go round. I read that somewhere.
Claire, do you think that I'm being silly about Demi?
That's what I think doesn't matter. If it's what you want to do, then you should do it, no matter how silly people think it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Herb's my best friend, and what he thinks affects me.
Les, you loved me, and she loved you. You both agreed to be man and wife. Just because the marriage has ended doesn't mean the relationship has to end, too. It just becomes something different.
Yes, it certainly is different.
Can I buy you a drink downstairs?
I'll take a rain check. Demi wants me to come over and snake her drains.
Love is strange.